Alright, so we're live everywhere. Alright. Um is there really no music for this game? Is it like always permanently quiet? Alright. So we're live with My Furry Protogen. Oh, I'm surprised someone has not shown up. Someone has been wanting me to play this game for some time now. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday. I'm looking at my phone. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Alright, so where is he? Does he not wish to view? Give me a moment, everyone. All right. The game is like got like no audio like in the main menu. Thought for sure it has something, but apparently it does not. And yes, this is my first time launching the game, and I've never played this before. So let's get started. I guess I'm. There's the music. Face as soon as I could. Oh no! Don't do this. We have a dad in the game. That. No. Okay, so there's like chosen one thing going on. Okay. The others can instructions go junior shanty. Okay. A lot of world building. Okay, so I'm pampered. My character's pampered. I just realized something I need to check. I need to change. Nope. There we go. Okay, so I'm being my character's being thrust into a position that he didn't really think he'd be put into. Okay. Highly doubtful that I would become an excellent warrior no matter how much you taught me. Long day today. Sorry, everyone. Okay, I can relate. I prefer ranged fighting over so close range. Okay, not a great warrior. No superpowers. I wasn't a scientist. Oh god, that's terrible. Your only friend isn't even my only friend isn't actually your friend, just more like a bodyguard. Okay, I wasn't interested in Damon's life. Damon was interested in what I wanted, what I thought, or how I viewed my views as chosen. For him, I was a task that couldn't be failed, because then terrible troubles would surely await the Northern Valley. Growing up side by side with Damien, it seemed to me that he was more suitable for the role of the chosen than me. Damien was devoted to the council in the village. He believed that fate had long predetermined life for us, and that it was stupid to resist this. I've literally been watching Banished from the Hero's Party, so I chose to be Life of Common Folk. And literally the episode I just finished watching is literally the heroes going through this kind of thought process. Oh my god. What the hell? This can't have been a coincidence. I cannot have been. No. I deny it. More than once, Damien shared that if he became the chosen one, it would make him the happiest person on the planet. But I was the chosen one, and Damien was happy for him because that's what the stars decided. So that's what was right. I'm not a fan of that kind of thought process myself, truth be told. But that might just be me. I don't know. I was very far from his philosophy, but I tried not to show it once again. Give me a second. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop here because an ad's about to start. Alright, so we got about 90-minute ad break starting now. So, for those of you in chat, how y'all doing tonight? Everyone having a good Wednesday? Anyone here? No one? It's funny, even the guy that's been asking me to play this is not here. Where is he? I'm just gonna wait here for the ads. I'm gonna wait for the ad break to end. So if you're in chat and you're seeing an ad break going on, I'm waiting right now for the ad break to end. Well, at least it says that ad break has started. Hello? So is the ad break not going on then? Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for the ad break to end properly. But yeah, few things. I just realized the music is really, really loud. So, like I said on Monday, on Wednesdays I'm going to be following a set not a set schedule, but typically games that like take more than like one session to play through. And I was doing that roulette thing for a while, but I thought, no, I'm not enjoying this, and there's so many games that are just, I can't get to work. And yeah, so I'm gonna be doing is I have a list of 4 games I'm gonna be playing on Wednesdays. And I'm gonna play through them until I finish them, or until something else comes up. For example, last week I was playing through Choice Chamber. This week is My Furry Protogen. Next week's will be Scav, and the week after will be Ori and the Will-O-Wisps. And I'll be rotating between those 4 in that order. That's the plan, anyways. Well, it looks like ad break is over, so we're back, and let's continue on. Just once during these years of our friendship, I mentioned in passing that the fate of the chosen one didn't please me very much. That it was unfair unfair to decide for me who I should be in life, what to do with it. I said I would much prefer the life of an ordinary peasant than preparing for my role as of savior. This of which became more and more incomprehensible to me every single year. And even though life... What's going on here? And even though the life of an ordinary president was the most pleasant for me, it was better than the burden that the elders placed on my shoulders. When Damien heard my revelations, he was terrified. All the kindness honestly immediately disappeared. Yeah, he's a zealot. Dang it. He seemed to have forgotten how he had been getting used to the role of my friend for years and firmly declared that I was wrong. He said I was talking utter nonsense, and it would be better for me to stop thinking like that. Otherwise, he would tell the elders everything. What exactly the elders would do to me for this, I didn't know. After all, they wouldn't punish the chosen one. They wouldn't send me to prison till the day of all days when they needed my help. But Damien was filled with righteous anger and outrage. My words didn't fit into his picture of the world. And the only threat he knew was punishment from the elders. Okay. It was as if Damien himself was afraid that a beautiful story about the chosen one would fall apart if he questioned any of it. Oh. So they're like really heavily religious on their beliefs, it seems. Let's try to check something real quick. Give me a moment. Okay, that's good. What was a cage for me was a magnificent gift for him. Damien got so angry that he called me an idiot and a selfish bastard. In his opinion, I wanted to jeopardize the fate of our tribe. The fate of the Northern Valley and possibly the planet as a whole. Yeah, but no one's told me what exactly the great thing I'll be protecting the world against is. Okay, try to explain, but didn't. What? That wasn't his. Okay. Jeez, I kind of feel bad for my character in this game. Yep. Ugh. Wow. God, that's a, he's not. He's a pariah without being a pariah without the backlash of it. You know. Jeez. Another control what I read. Tell me how to behave, where to go. Oh God. This is a. So he lives in a very heavily religiously zealot like area. Being an outcast, but in a pot, but not because of what you do, but because what you were chosen. But outcast in what you're seen in a positive light. But, ugh. He's being basically placed on a pedestal and being forced to live as you see, as they see fit, not how you wish to live your days. God, yeah. Oh God, fakes. Yeah, that'd be heartbreaking when. Oh man, I'm feeling for this guy. Oh, they don't see the person. No one in the village sees you as a person. They see only the title. Oh God, this is sad. Oh, even when you try to be friendly to someone, Oh my god, I couldn't live there. I oh my. Even one that you actually want to connect with. Oh, oh my god, I yeah, that's I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Oh, hey, Wish. Finally showed up, I see. Don't worry, I'm still in the intro. A lot of reading, a lot of backstory, and I feel really bad for my character. Like, holy smokes. Oh yeah, work. Oh, okay. Okay. Uh-oh. I just got a Steam notification. What is... Someone has sent me a gift. Peter. You know what this means, right, Peter? You do know what you have done, Peter. It'd be rude of me to deny it, so I'll accept it. But like, I'll have it installed, so it'll be ready when I finish. So, Wish, are you still here? You can thank Peter. Give him a thank you, big ol' thank you. He just gifted me Protogen, My Furry Protogen 2. So, which means the moment I finish My Furry Protogen 1, I will immediately start My Furry Protogen 2. Uh, okay, but right now I'm feeling a bit depressed over our characters. Uh, hold back. At least let me finish the first one. Okay, I'm feeling really bad for our for the character in this game. What? You're grabbing the what? Chris, I had to work out with Damien. Okay, so even the my so-called friend doesn't even talk to me with my first name. He just gives me, yeah, this whole town just sees me as my title. Uh okay, time passing. Well, of course it's not the 18 plus patch. I can't play that on stream. At least I don't think I can play the 18 plus patch on stream. I know there are definitely scenes that can't be shown on stream from the base game. There you go. If you want, after I do a playthrough of the game on its own, I'll do another playthrough on Discord only. Or heck, maybe I'll do a certain website stream specifically for that. All right, but let's. After stream, after stream. I'll talk about it clearly after stream. Ugh. When you're forced to do certain things just to make people happy around you. Oh my god. Yeah, I bet you tried to swallow it. Wait, no, I can't say that. No, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep going. Ah. Now says, and we're not my taste. Oh, the idiot. God, I feel bad for our character here. Now why is my phone going off? Give me a second, everyone. What is going on my phone? This happens all the damn time. Just a moment, everyone. I need to fix something on my phone real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Tired of it, I didn't want my celebration. Moreover, this celebration wasn't mine, but the chosen one's. The holiday of the village, not the birthday of an ordinary young man. It was as if that too had been taken away from me, that there was nothing I could do about it. My parents and I went to the center of the village. A huge bonfire was already burning there. And along with the growing sound of music, I could also smell freshly baked goodies. People greeted me with shouts, cheers, and calling me only one name, the chosen one. God. When no one... I'm wondering, does anyone in the community even know our character's actual name? Or just their title? Yeah, chosen one turns 20. Great. At 20 years old to become the ruler of the area of the nation, that's a bit much, don't you think? And not only that, no one even tell he's unhappy with the position. Yep. Thanks to everyone who came today to celebrate my birthday. It is a great honor for me to see your joyful faces. I have turned 20 years old, and this means I have ceased to be a child. That I've grown to adult with a whole life ahead of me. Male. There. I showed you the sex. Male. Every birthday I talked about how glad and grateful I am that fate chose me. What an honor it is to be your hope. Oh God. Of course you'd want to see that. No, you don't want to see me. You want what you want is you want to see Juno. We all know what we're after, Wish. We all want to see Juno. But today I want to be telling you how I am because I lied. I've grown, changed. And today I want to tell you myself most of all, choose your own destiny. Yeah, no. I would have left a long time ago, just disappeared. This is technically a dating sim. So far from what we've had so far, our character, who you can put whatever name you want, so just put my name, Bullpine, um, has been given the title of Chosen One, and is the savior of his village. But he grew up not never being noticed for where he was and unable to live the life how he wanted. At this point, he is now said, "Fuck this, fuck all of you, fuck our religion, fuck our ways of life. This made-up God does not control who we are. You choose what you want to be." And with everyone starting to get angry and get pissed and all that, he ran off and is now in the middle. Appears to be in the middle of the woods. Yeah, I pretty much fuck everything. Oh, Peter. Peter. Now what? Apparently it was a sale, apparently. Are you... Peter. Peter. You basically just gifted me the entire My Furry franchise, except for My Furry Protogen 3. You have literally gifted me every single My Furry dating sim. You hear that, Wish? I now have to... Okay, put it this way. I just got a notification. There are a couple games here that I'm not going to mention because I know they're in fact they're not allowed on Twitch. Of course you couldn't. But put it this way. My Furry Dictator, My Furry Neighbor, My Furry Detective, My Furry Maid, My Furry Teacher, My Furry Dragon, and First Date. He just gifted me all those plus the 3 or 4 others that I cannot mention on stream. My Furry Dragon is on here. So I guess I know what I'll be doing Wednesdays. Every four. I guess it'd be rude to deny them all, and you already bought them. So I don't like saying no to gifts too. So I guess Well, Peter, if I become a degenerate, I know who to blame. As if I wasn't already partially one. I know I'm already a degenerate. This is going to make it worse. I was lucky that my sun escape fell during the off season. It was sunny, but not hot, not cold enough to come through past a few hours. I didn't know the place well, but I remembered that there was a river somewhere ahead, and that I should probably go there. I know you're a degenerate, Peter. Hence why you're a cat. You're a cat-made cat boy. However, I didn't know exactly where I needed to go there, and I didn't know what I was going to do now. What is Clover Pit? I'm scared to ask. You should be saving up for your upgrades then. What is Clover Pit? Now I'm scared to look this up. Oh. I think I played a demo of a game like this. Oh, it looks interesting. I'll follow it for now. I am planning to do like unplanned unplanned streams. You know, like Tuesday, Thursday, or the weekend to just play demos, you know? Just want to play, like, doing all, like, an unplanned stream where I just play a demo. Oh, also, a bit of an update. A friend of mine, who we all know here and love, recently got me something else. This is for stream. It has been delivered. I cannot. Well, since it's not that time, since it's time of year where I'm celebrating. No, it is not a coming image wish, and yes, it is from Grant. Well, Grant is the one that charged ahead, and I appreciate his drive. There will be an update to the stream come the end of spooky season, which will be so the first stream after Halloween. There will be a bit of a change on stream. That's as far as I will say. Let's see. Should I go back to the village? Nope, no way. After everything happened, everything I said to them, they would either grab pitchforks and torches and rectangle, or they would immediately shove me into some kind of cage. This time they'll put me in a real, and not at all metaphorical one. Oh. There's a bit of a error right there. My parents would be told that I was completely crazy on the basis of overexcitement before fulfilling the mission assigned to me and would need constant supervision. And Mom and Dad would believe it. moreover with joy. They would rather prefer their son be an idiot and mentally ill than accept they had raised a traitor and an apostate and an egoist. In general, nothing good. Nothing good was waiting for me at the village. And I didn't even know the precise direction I'd run or how long I'd run at all. Really wish. God damn it, wish. I can imagine what that wand is. How long would I have to walk if I decided to return? But on the other hand, I had nowhere else to go. I was stuck in the middle of the wild. Where to go? To neighboring tribes? They were far away and I wouldn't reach them, and even if I somehow did, it was unlikely that they would accept me. Oh, ad break. We're now in the middle of an ad, so are we stopping there for a moment? But now I gotta check something real quick. Let me lose a moment. Alright, while the ad break is going on, I'm just checking out. Okay. Yeah, alright. I'm not even gonna try to play the game with that patch until after I've been in only on like something like Discord. Definitely not a YouTube or Twitch thing. Well, Discord only or Blue Twitch. Demonized? Well, there's demons somewhere? No one told me there were demons in this game. Alright, the ad's over? I guess the ad's over. Yep. They were far away. I wouldn't reach them. Okay. The Northern Valley had engaged in many conflicts with southern villages for centuries, mainly due to disputes over territories and religion. But the way to the western tribes was too long. I definitely couldn't get there on foot, unless I swam down the river. In addition to that, I'd never gone further than the edge of my village. The elders forbade it, lest I stumble upon wild animals or any harmful plants. Everyone was no doubt worried about me, yet I had chosen to abandon everything just to shamefully run away. But what could I do? Could I endure all this? Continue to endure all this? I kicked angrily at a stone that came under my feet as I walked. The situation was taking a turn for the worse. Even if I calculated everything correctly and soon reached the river, there would be no fish for me to catch at this time of day. Either way, I would have to return, otherwise I would just die of hunger. I wouldn't last long on berries and mushrooms in the forests. I sighed heavily. What happened at the birthday's party was probably a nervous breakdown. I didn't plan on running away like this. I wrote the speech that they wanted to hear from me. I fully intended on giving it. But something seemed to snap in my brain, and the words poured out by themselves. Sincere, angry, almost desperate. I remembered what I had also blurted out about Lit and the Mother of Heaven. My hands completely dropped. People would definitely not forgive me for this. They would burn me alive for such an outrageous act. Maybe they wouldn't burn me, but my life would become much worse than it was before. Finally, I got to the river. It was wide, but not so wide that I couldn't swim to the opposite shore. Although this time of year, the current was quite strong and it was possible to drown. I collapsed wearily on the shore at the very edge of the water and wondered where to go now. Ever since I was a child, I dreamed of traveling. I didn't share this dream with anyone until the elder declared me the chosen one. It was nearly impossible to pursue. No one would just let me go see the world because then an imminent disaster would fall on the village. At least according to their belief. It was stated to my parents how much I wanted to live, to visit wild places, see nature, and find out how other villages lived. Damien would have called it stupid childishness and promised to complain to the elders again. Now I suddenly had a choice. I could go wherever I wanted. But once in the middle of the forest, alone, free to go in all four directions, I quickly realized the reality of the situation. I had no food, no equipment, no map, nothing at all. These shoes designed for the birthday swing would wear off very quickly, and I would soon have to walk barefoot. Then winter would come, and in the end I'd just die in the middle of an unfamiliar wilderness, having seen enough of it. That would be the sad story of the chosen one from the Northern Valley. What should I do? I buried my head in my knees and tried to get my emotions under control. It was impossible to give up now. It was too dangerous. It was necessary to get a grip, consider everything, and make a decision. It wouldn't work any other way, but it was easier said than done. Everything had been decided for me all my life, and I was suddenly face to face with my own choices. There was no one around me to help me, to tell me what to do. Out of desperation, I raised my eyes to the sky. Mother of Heaven, or Lit, or whatever, doesn't matter. If you exist and I was wrong, forgive me and tell me what to do. Give me at least a sign, please. I'm completely lost. We haven't even met Juno yet, Wish. The sun was shining bright overhead, the sky was blue and clear, but I didn't see any answer from Mother of Heaven or Lit. If you are offended, then don't be. I didn't know what I was talking about. Things got pretty messed up and listen. You're kind of wise and understanding, aren't you? Guess you would see I didn't mean any harm. The Mother of Heaven and Lit were silent. I mean, he thought how stupid I must look and laughed at myself. Yeah, right, how I've stooped so low. I'm talking to fictional creatures. No wonder they don't answer. You know what? I looked up at the sky as if I was looking back at me. I don't need your help and your advice. I'll take my chances without you. Suddenly, as soon as I finished, I heard a loud bang somewhere. Down the river. I almost fell into the water, jumping so high from surprise. Goosebumps rolled down my back and mouth went dry. I got to my feet. Ooh, I think we might be being Juno soon. Okay. Huge metal with flashing lights of different colors. Ooh, are we finally gonna meet Mommy Juno? Someone was on a boat, but much larger. Maybe it was all just my imagination. Maybe there was nothing here. It just might when I fell. On the other hand, how did I manage to fall in such a way? Juno! We're just getting the loop. Hold on. Look at those thighs. At that moment, a creature came out from behind a huge piece of the metal object and moved on two legs and looked very much like a human. but obviously it wasn't one. This creature had a weapon behind its back and armor plates covering its entire body. The face was in behind a helmet on which yellow lights were flashing. For a few moments, I just stood there, not knowing what to do. Okay, I'm out. Going to the Green Hill Zone. I'm going to burn this earth down. I wasn't afraid, rather, I was just stupid. Who was this and what was it doing here? This creature, judging by its shape, was a female. What? Well, Wish is getting ready. She noticed me and rushed towards me. She then said something. Mwah. Oh, there's the kiss. She then said something, but I didn't understand a word. Everything she said resembled one syllable pronounced in different intonations. I somehow forced myself to get up and blinked. Sorry, are you trying to talk to me? The girl, as far as I could tell from her impressive breasts, of course, exclaimed something and laughed, raising her hand and pressing something on her helmet. I don't even want to give her a voice because I might fuck it up. Wait, what? Wait, I have a voice changer. I could just use a voice changer. No, I have a voice one. I can give myself the voiceover Protogen. Give me a moment. How about let's not say we did? Alright, fine. I'll move you over, but I mean, I was about to say keep it PG until I remembered what I was playing. Alright, one sentence. Alright, fine.
Think to switch my helmet on to the right mode.
So sorry, Discord was muted on stream. They only got like half of that. I just realized Discord was muted on stream. But they got like half of that. You're welcome to come back in and try again, Wish, if you want. Alright. Have at it. Oh, his mic wasn't working.
There we go.
Give me a second. Hold it. I'll lower the music a bit. It is really freaking loud.
This is gonna be some phenomenal voice acting.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to switch my helmet on to the right mode. I got that sassy voice, and I got the sassy girl voice. Sorry.
So sassy.
Yeah, she's so sassy. Clearly. Look at those eyes.
Yeah, she's a sassy one for sure. All right. Now I wonder how it's gonna sound with my voice changer. Give me a second. Let me actually get my mic closer to me so I don't have any issues. And turn on noise removal. I'm gonna turn off noise removal just, to be pure. Alright, here we go. Let's see how it sounds like with voice changer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to switch my helmet to the right mode.
Okay, I don't know how that sounded to everyone. But I think I'll be doing that from now on. Every time it's her talking. Kirsten, wait. Repeat it? Alright. Well, I guess Wish would know because he's a proto. Let's try again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to switch my helmet to the right mode.
Fucked up? Alright. More feminine? Here, let me try. I'm gonna try this and
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to switch my helmet to the right mode. Not that tone. Maybe this way instead. What, this one? This for body? This one maybe? I'm doing this live. Yeah, I'm doing this changing live. Too high pitched. I didn't reset it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, how about this voice? I made some changes to it. So, let me try. Okay, let me look things up real quick. Give me just a moment. Yeah, we're gonna have to. X myself? Um, maybe let's reset that. Oh, I'm sorry.
More spacey. That's a little more spacey. Maybe spacey will... A little bit more chitter. Okay, how about this one? How's this working? Nope, I don't think it's working. Let's start. Let me look. Maybe someone else has figured this out. Oh? Okay, this...
Okay. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I'm not sure this is working properly. How's this working for everyone? More high pitched? Let's see. Pitch.
How's this? Oh, that's a bit high. Too high. Okay, how about this? More bass. Would that be death?
All right. Okay. Nope. That's just my regular. Oh. I accidentally deleted. Let me see. What the fuck?
Uh, Hello? No. Okay, well, this one. How about this one? So this supposed to be better? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to switch my helmet to the right mode. Lower pitch? Really? So should I lower the pitch more or make the pitch higher? Oh, lower bit. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put it on the 4. That 14. Okay, how about this one? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to switch my helmet to the right mode. That one better? Getting there? Okay. Not good enough. That's too much auto. Let's take that off. Okay, so lower pitch. I'm gonna reduce down as much as I can. Okay, the pitch right now is at 6. And I'm trying different person. And put it down at 1. How about now? Okay, so the pitches are at 1. Major persona. Alright, it's persona B. I'm just gonna keep going. This is C. And I'm gonna go for Delta. So now Delta is active. It is, I think Bravo was best. Alpha? Alpha? Alright, well, we're gonna stick with Alpha then. I'm gonna raise the pitch a little on the power pitch. Maybe right there. Alright, it's now 60 for the power pitch. Oh, I actually like that one. Let's give this a 5. That's out of 5. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, I needed you. Right, I'm still on her, so okay, so we'll save it like this for now. And then we'll make some changes as, you know, we play as a pull on the game. Okay. Was the 10 minutes down after 15 minutes? Alright, so I have a button here that can activate and deactivate the voice. So I'll just turn it on when it's Gina's thinking, turn it off when it's just me. Okay.
Alright, so let's continue on, shall we?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to switch my helmet to the right mode. I've never been to this planet before. I've I've not had a chance to communicate with the locals. Are you a local? What sex are you? Do you have names here? You're a Javi species, aren't you?
I blinked again, feeling extremely strange, as if I was in some absurd dream. Well, yes, I guess I'm intelligent. The girl in the helmet laughed.
Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. You've probably never seen my card. Oh, and where are my manners? I immediately pounced with questions. So, let's replay everything. I'll start over, okay? My name is NV-0903. I'm a protein scientist traveling around the galaxy to collect information about fauna and flora on different planets.
NV? Could you repeat it?
NV-0903. But you can call me Juno. Is it on? Yeah, I'm gonna put this off to the side just to keep track of when the portion you're on it isn't on. Hell?
Give me a second. Something weird's going on my end. Alright. Gotta see. God damn it. Really wish.
I assume you have name shooter, right? What's your name?
My name is Volpine, and I'm, well, just a human. Juno nodded understandingly and smiled.
Oh, well, if you're human, then I guess you're a male, right? I should.
I shrugged my shoulders. Well, yes, I'm a guy.
How old are you? I'm sorry, I completely forgot what people look like. I haven't encountered them for a long time. There are no more of them in this galaxy at all. Are you a juvenile specimen?
I shook my head. If this was a delusional dream of some kind or some kind of hallucination from hitting my head, then at least I wanted to keep control of the situation. Wait, stop calling me that. I am Volpine. And who are you? I've never seen anything like it.
As I said, I'm a protein scientist. We're an intelligent species of Sarbosh for the right far corner of the universe. Your planet is poorly studied. My species visited it some time ago, but then, everything was different here. There was not much nature there. Wow. It's so exciting. I guess there are more animals now, right? Well, of course, there were no people here back then either.
I smiled nervously. I hope you don't want to enslave us or something like that. At that moment, I thought with horror that the Elder's prediction from Lit could be true. that left the village, brought trouble to the planet, and now aliens from outer space will destroy us. Excuse me, what, Wish? Yeah, I think I'm gonna deny it. That way it doesn't go through. Really, Wish? That I left the village, brought trouble to the planet, and now aliens from outer space will destroy us. Goosebumps ran down my skin. Even the hair on my head stirred in fright. But Juno looked at me like I was an idiot. Although I couldn't see her face, it seemed to me that all her emotions were conveyed by her helmet, and laughed out loud.
What? No. I'm a scientist and researcher. I study and document all the planets I travel to. This is our universal mission, and even a hobby. We Protogens don't enslave anyone. Don't worry.
Ah. Well, then... that's good. Welcome, I guess? Thank you.
Alright. Thank you. What stage of technological progress are you at now? What energy do you use?
I blinked again. What are you talking about?
Well, I guess you a type 1. Damn. I'm sorry. Forget what I said. Everything has to come naturally. Your parents have figured it out yourself. I'm forbidden to share knowledge. A friend of mine got to the planet a couple of decades ago, because they haven't even invented the wheel yet. They couldn't tell them everything about how to evolve as soon as possible. As soon as he needed, such chaos began there. It was horrible. So that's not really anything important. You haven't do everything yourself.
What are you even talking about? Am I dreaming?
No? Why? Haven't you been in contact with other intelligent species before?
I scratched my head. Well, except with the Koogles, but they're not that intelligent, just very clever animals.
Koogles? How interesting. And who is that?
They're a kind of fish, but they are not exactly fish. In short, they live underwater and they're smart creatures.
Alright, I'll have to study them later. Sounds really interesting. By the way, your planet is quite beautiful. Where are you from? You have a settlement here?
Yes, about an hour's walk away, maybe a bit more, in the Northern Valley. We're the largest community in this part of the planet.
You have a small planet, but it's great. We start sooner and finish faster, right?
What do we start?
As I said, I had to write down all the information about this planet's nature. Or, at least everything I can get to. Could you take it to your elders, or whoever's in charge of your village?
I swallowed, realizing that I couldn't go back there right now. And of course, I couldn't bring some creature with metal all over its body. Then they would definitely burn me in a ritual bonfire. Why do you need them?
You see, it's going to be hard for me alone. Usually, if they're a talented race of the planet, I ask a local community for a companion as a guide and assistant. Things are much easier this way.
Juno looked at me expectantly, and I realized I didn't know what to say to her. On the other hand, I could take her to the village and stay there, then somehow explain my behavior and ask the village for forgiveness. In this way, I had to beg for permission to stay where I escaped only from only yesterday. Of course, I didn't want to continue such existence, but if I wanted to survive, I had no choice. But at the same time, I suddenly realized this was my chance. Maybe this is the Mother of Heaven sent me. In the form of this strange girl who was standing right in front of me right now and asking for help. I've always dreamed of traveling, dreamed of seeing the world. When else would I get such an next opportunity? After all, she probably has some food. She was someone who was prepared for long trips. Starting sooner and finish faster is quote of the East. I'm being fucking wish. Oh, I don't know what kind of studies you want to get into, Wish. Well, a creature, a protogen, it didn't matter. Also, I had such a unique chance to communicate with an alien from outer space. So she was a real intelligent being right here, completely unlike a human. More precisely, she looked completely different and somewhat similar to us at the same time. I understand that starting a friendship with a lie is no good and it didn't work at all with people, but I couldn't stop myself. You know, you don't need to go to the village. Actually, you're awfully lucky. The thing is, well, you could say the second most important person in the village. I was lying godlessly, hoping Juno wouldn't see it. She said that she hadn't seen people for a long time. Maybe she didn't remember how they could lie.
Are you? Great, then.
It's a very long walk to the village. We'll go next time. You can count on me. I'll help you myself. I'll be your guide. It's not difficult for me. I know our planet inside and out. My own lies made my ears burn with shame. What did I know? Nothing! No territories, no plants. I only knew something about animals, berries, and mushrooms. On the first joint outing, my lie would be revealed. But once I started, it would be too late to retreat. After all, this could be my last chance to escape.
Well, darn, that's great. I forgot to leave myself the character. I didn't expect to be so lucky. Are you sure you know everything here?
The eyes on Juno's helmet narrowed suspiciously. I made me realize that I myself had absolutely no idea how to read if she was lying or being honest. I had never seen aliens like her and couldn't read her helmet's expressions very well. What if she didn't believe me? I decided to lie till the end. Of course. I'm sure you won't regret it. I've lived here all my life. I'll tell you everything. Don't even worry about it. I smiled a little too broadly to remind myself of my father and his much too wide smiles and held my hand to Juno. Well, do we have a deal? Juno outstretched his palm and smiled.
We do.
I was still holding my palm, waiting for a handshake, and Juno was standing up and smiling. And...
What?
Won't you shake my hand? Juno blinked.
Why?
We seal a deal, I assume. I'll go with you and help you, and you help me with not perishing all these forests, something like that. Juno shrugged, still understanding what I was asking of her, but held out her hand. No, not this hand, the second one. Juno was surprised. Juno, do you magically welcome to me? Oh, man.
What's the difference?
This is convenient. Here, see? That's better. Her hand was warm and soft. Well, shall we go then?
Let's go. Where?
At the moment I was a little confused and looked around. I bet. Well, you are young. Where should we go? Definitely not in the opposite direction. There was nothing to do there. There was nothing particularly interesting in this forest. There was someone nearby, and the animals tried to stay away from people. Besides, I didn't want to run into foresters or hunters from our settlement. In that case, they would definitely report everything to the village, and I kind of just want to skim through the narration part. We can start from the other shore. There's a forest further on where all sort of little animals live. You're interested, aren't you? We can look for fangies. They're everywhere right now. It's mating season.
Fangies? Interesting. I'll write it down now.
Juno pressed the button on her helmet and an image with letters appeared in front of her. I watched and made as she wrote something down without using either ink or pencil.
Oh, you probably haven't seen this. It's a hologram. Don't worry.
I reached out to touch it, but the image passed through my fingers. Cool. Where does it come from? Oh, God. So we're like... trying to think. So pencils and ink exists. So we're like, trying to think. Possibly pre-Renaissance area, or just the start of the Renaissance era. Or maybe right after it, like pre Industrial Revolution, is what I'm thinking of the era that the planet we live on is at the moment. All right, let's keep going.
Well, it's easy. There's a special light bulb on the helmet that create image. Well, shall we go?
I looked one more time at the strange thing, the hologram, and tried to catch it with my fingers, but didn't succeed. Of course, let's go. At that moment, my stomach groaned loudly from hunger. I remembered that I hadn't eaten anything since yesterday and missed the usual, always on scheduled breakfast. Heat burned my cheeks when I realized that Juno had heard the sound too. Listen, do you happen to eat anything in your huge metal thing?
God!
Peter! Why? What? Why would you do that, Peter? Juno looked at me and burst out laughing again.
Okay, let me look for something. There should have been something left, I guess. So good as I recall. Let's go.
What is this thing, by the way? Does it fly?
Yes, it's called a jet. I wish. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's a cool thing. You'll like it. Only I can open my palm prints. No one else can access it.
Juno walked over to the jet and put her hand on its side. At that moment, a panel slid away, making it possible to enter inside. Wow, I've never seen anything like it. Oh.
Well, actually, this is an old model. I should buy a new one. I got a long ago. Such an unkillable thing. It's important to me as a memory, you know. I call it Pixie.
Why Pixie?
I don't know. I like it. It's my best friend.
Juno laughed. I couldn't figure out what she was talking about. How could this huge steel thing be her best friend? When we were inside, I suddenly realized. Wait, is this thing alive? Goosebumps ran down my back as soon as I thought about a living creature which could fly through space. Moreover, now I was inside this thing, this Pixie. I didn't like it at all. It was like being inside a mythical beast, a giant animal that could look like a walking house with armor instead of skin and horns on its head. But when Juno saw the planet, she burst out laughing again.
You should have seen your face. Just hilarious. No, old prank. Don't worry, it's not alive. Although I would really like it to be alive. Sometimes you want to chat with someone. Well, chat with a being, but
Oh. So there's an AI.
Welcome back, Juno. Glad you're back so soon.
I jumped in fright. Barely had time to step into this huge metal thing as a strange sounding voice rang from where Juno smiled.
don't worry, it's Pixie. Hi, Pixie. I wasn't planning on coming back so soon.
My god, really, phone? I said Pixie, and my phone thought I said Bixby. Stop it. Alright, that's weird. God damn it, Wish.
I wasn't planning on coming back so soon, but I met a representative of the local species. Leave all point. He's a human. I am.
I am not human. Well, I don't want to be human. Oops. Already a sec. Alright, well. Already did it. That's not exactly true, Peter. I did see a video of a woman trying to actually get one of those inside of her many years ago. In fact, wait till after stream and I'll see if I can find that video of the woman that actually managed to do at least part of it.
Hello, Volpine, human. Nice to meet you. I am Pixie, an artificial intelligent assistant.
What the heck is it? I looked around with wide eyes, trying to figure out where the hell the voice was coming from and who was talking to me. The inside of Pixie was clean and very beautiful. It all resembled the hold of a ship from books I read at school. But it was so much more than that. Juno opened a cabinet and took out a box.
Pixie is an artificial intelligence that lives on in my jet. Well, he doesn't live literally. He's not real. It's something like. Let me think. You have any talking birds?
I thought about it for a bit. Well, yes, we do. We call them talkies. They don't really talk. They only imitate the voice. They live in the south, not here.
Well, Pixie is almost the same. He is the really kind of imitates speech. He helps me with the ship and research, and I can also chat with him sometimes when I get bored. Actually, I talk to him all the time. Jumping through space alone, can be very boring. Imagine there's all the emptiness and silence around you, and not a single living soul until you reach the next station for refueling.
Juno pointed her hand at something resembling a chair. I didn't know what it was called as I sat there, taking the box she handed me.
Top shelf. These are fruits. Still very fresh. I especially froze them as soon as I picked them. Hope you like it.
Put a smile on my face, still feeling weird, and opened the box. Inside were bright red pieces of some fruit unknown to me. It was unbelievable. Hi, Batgirl. A fruit from another planet? I turned the piece over in my hands, looking at its veins before I put it in my mouth. After chewing it, I shrugged. It isn't bad. It reminds me of our droplet berries in some way. Later, I'll show you a tree full of them.
Sounds great. Hurry up. We've still much to do.
Juno was fussing over the jet. She was clearly impatient to start a trip as soon as possible. This is a dating sim game. Yeah. I just say I told Wish if I ever got this game, I would play it on stream, and you can thank Peter for that. Remember how I told you there was the Steam sale early October? Well, unlucky me is my paycheck. I didn't get paid until a couple days after the sale ended. But during the sale, Peter went through my wish list and bought me a few things. This among them. And then earlier today, he bought me the sequel and a list of other games from the same creator. So now I'm set for dating sim games for the next few months. She fished out of a large closet something that looked like a bag and showed a few items, the purpose of which I didn't know. What are you doing?
I'm collecting provisions for you. I didn't think I'd find a child to play so quickly. That's why I didn't prepare anything. But we probably won't go for it, right? I'll take a bit of everything. You'll wear a backpack. Shouldn't be heavy. Hope you're in good physical condition.
Juno looked at me, still eating a piece of fruit. Well, yes. I'm sure it won't be too hard. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for the protagonist in this game. He had a really privileged, shitty out. Why? Why am I the one getting bonked? Why am I the one getting bonked, Bats? Yeah, well, I don't have I don't have you on stream, Peter, so I can't bring up the back to bonk you. Well, there you go. Wish is bonking you for me. I get to you, like, well, what could I do? Should I say that I've never gone further than the edge of my village in my life? Then Juno would definitely send me back home, or even toss me away. I didn't want any of that. Moreover, there were so many new things and new and interesting things here. I'd never seen anything like it, and I probably wouldn't see it ever again if I was forced to leave. Fortunately, Juno didn't recognize the lie in my voice and grinned.
Great. See how lucky I am? Oh, I wish it was like that everywhere. And why the planets of the neighbor galaxy, I was almost crucified when it came down for hell. Locals there seemed to be intelligent, but very aggressive. They decided I was some kind of deity from the underworld and tried to kill me. They almost cut off my feet, too.
Well, you have a hard job. Juno shrugged her shoulders.
But I do what I like.
Don't forget about the most important piece of technology. No, not the... God damn it, Wish. Okay, I have to check. Okay. Okay, after stream, we need to check something. So... No, actually, I'm going to check right now. Give me a moment. Before I go any further. Oh. Ew, no thank you. Okay. There's text to speech.
Self-voicing enabled. Self-voicing text. Font override, text size scaling, line spacing scaling, high con. Juno, but I do what I like. Juno shrugged her shoulders. Juno, but I do what I like.
Oh, God. I could turn that off?
Self-voicing disabled. Self-voicing disabled.
Okay, if I could... I wish I could kind of change the voice of that. That's not what I was looking for. Okay, maybe there's something on Steam. I'm trying to see if we can like install the 18 plus patch and then toggle it, you know, like turn it off and on manually. Hmm. Like, is there a way to toggle it on and off? No problem. Have a good night, Peter. I'm okay. I'm gonna research this after stream. And I want to see if there's a way to toggle the patch on and off, or do I have to uninstall it completely?
By the way, what do? You already have a job?
I try to make something as soon as possible. You know, actually, I'm still studying. I train, I study science, something like that. There's a lot of work in the village, but I haven't had the chance myself to do any of the real work yet. It was only partly true. There really was a lot of work in the village, fishing, farming, hunting, and carpentry, but I wasn't allowed to do anything. So that I didn't get hurt anywhere, didn't break anything, didn't bother myself, and most point, didn't get distracted from my main job, to be the chosen one.
So, you're still young, aren't you? How old are you?
I turned 20 yesterday. I kind of became an adult. I smiled sourly.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Juno looked at me ingenuously. I was surprised. Why?
I mean, it was your birthday.
So what? Just a holiday. Why do you feel sorry? Juno's face immediately changed.
Sorry, it's different everywhere. We, for example, consider the birthday a very sad date after all. We become a whole year older, which brings us closer to death. In your case, congratulations.
Our birthday is considered a holiday. What? Why are you talking about your work? Are you clocking out for like lunch? Like, do you have paid lunch? Our birthday is considered a holiday. Well, we celebrate that we managed to live for another year. No one attacked us. No stone fell on our head. So do you clock out for lunch? Make sure you're being clocked out for lunch. In general, this is a big event.
Very interesting. How do you celebrate it?
Oh, we celebrate the whole evening. Usually the birthdays of all the children who were born on the same date are celebrated all at once. Well, adults don't celebrate anymore. They have their own worries. Birthdays usually celebrated before the age of 20, but as soon as you become an adult, that's it. You have completed the important task of growing up. Now there is no time for fun. You need to work for the benefit of the community.
That's great. I'll write it down. You don't mind if I study you a little, do you? Not that there's my specialty. I usually study nature, but other talents or places are so interesting.
Only if you can widen it enough. She probably wouldn't know what to do with it. Wait, never mind. What I was saying. I've seen the images of what happens later in this game with the adult patch. But I would still like to know, like, if there's a way to install the patch and then toggle it on and off. I'd like to know that. There's something here? Nope. Alright. Let's keep going. Not a problem. How many planets have you been to?
Oh, a lot. I've been working for a long time. Even if I got jellyfish space, I don't even remember exactly how many years have passed. I don't have any reason to return to my own planet, so I really return there. My whole life is a job, and I like it. There's no time to be bored or sad. Especially when there are so many interesting and unusual things out there.
Juno smiled at me, judging by the image on her helmet. When I finished with the food, she took the box, which she called a container, and stood with her hands on her hips.
So, are you ready to go?
Yes, of course. I was born ready. After we got off Pixie the jet, Juno closed it and pressed completely on her helmet. Pressed something on her helmet. After a couple of seconds, the jet became completely transparent. I gasped in delight. Wow, what did you do?
I activate a specialist first, and no one will notice it. I don't want some random person to see Pixie and consider it some kind of sign of the devil. So, where should we go?
I looked around and pointed in the direction of the opposite shore. I guess we're going there. Juno gave a thumbs up, walked to the water's edge, and, pressing something on her helmet again, stepped right on the water. Golden plates appeared under her feet, allowing her to walk straight across the river. Wow, that's great. Can I try?
Of course. In your hand.
Juno took my hand and we proceeded to cross the river. I walked behind her, trying to hit the hard plates, which quickly disappeared as soon as I took my foot off of them. They felt solid to the touch. It didn't seem to weigh anything. How does it work? It looks incredible.
feasible physiology using the cross small rivers. It only works to show substances. Water, for example. But we're still looking at a good chemical composition with your water. Otherwise, it would have to swim.
Soon we were on the opposite shore. The forest was thicker and full of various natural sounds. The chirping of birds, the whispering of animals, the buzzing of insects. Juno led the way and I followed her, although logically it should have been the other way around. After all, I volunteered to be the escort. As we walked, Juno shone a bright golden light from her helmet on the trees and bushes. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm scanning the area. I usually do this to study the simplest plants and living things. There are many ways similar. They are in many ways similar to those I found on other planets in your galaxy.
And how many planets are in our galaxy?
Well, not many. Wait, what? Well, not many. I've been to 5 so far. Your galaxy is quite small. At least smaller than the ones I've come across before. I would like to find some unusual species here. Can you tell me what lives here?
Wait a second. So, protogens are travel across galaxies, like to other galaxies. Holy smokes, the amount of speed. Well, I guess technically, do they age? Well, I guess they could go into low, like passive mode, like almost like a time freeze, I guess. I'm not sure. I got many ideas on how they can travel between galaxies, no problem. Alright, let's just continue. Well, let me think. There are, for example, grouchy mushrooms in our forest. We call that because they start making sounds like grunts when you walk past them. They are inedible and can spew out poisonous vapor, which isn't fatal but can cause severe drowsiness.
Sounds interesting. What do they look like?
I checked it from the books I have read. Well, they're very small and ball-shaped, gray shade, not to be confused with anything. Look, here they are. I pointed to the ground. Growing next to one of the trees was a whole family of grouchy mushrooms. Wait, so Goombas? As soon as we got closer, they began to whisper to each other, and a yellowish fog swirled over their round hats.
Sorry, mushrooms. I need one of you as a sample. They're not intelligent, are they?
Juno turned to me, squatting down. I laughed. Of course not. How can mushrooms be intelligent?
They can. On some planets, they understand everything, and they have entire communities there. On some planets, the inhabitants consist only of mushrooms. More precisely, the mushrooms on them are the only inhabitants.
Boring planets, probably.
To some extent, yes.
Juno pulled a small mushroom out of the ground, which began to grumble angrily and spit yellow fog at her, but Juno didn't raise an eyebrow. Apparently, the helmet saved her from unnecessary exposure.
Come around, I'll put it in your backpack. I turned around. Juno opened the backpack and showed the mushroom to a small bag.
Let that voice changer on.
We can move on.
We'd been hanging out in the woods all day. I didn't even know how much time has passed. We wandered around, stopping every 10 minutes at some plant or living creature. Hi, Jack. I don't know if you're still in chat. Jack. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. I need to keep a bit closer eye on that chat box. Juno didn't collect animals as samples. I'm also streaming to YouTube, remember? I didn't realize someone was in my YouTube chat. I've been watching both chats. Well, I was concentrating on Twitch chat so much, I forgot about YouTube chat. I'm sorry, YouTube chat, if you're still there. Alright. Let's see. Juno didn't collect animals as samples. According to her, it was enough to photograph them, as she explained. It meant to capture the image with her helmet and take a smear from them. But she cut off a piece from the plants and tucked them in my backpack, intending to study them in the laboratory in the near future. After a few hours of such an unusually long walk, I was ready to just fall to the ground and stay there. My whole body ached and my legs were buzzing terribly. I wanted to eat and sleep, but I couldn't say a word to Juno. In the end, I lied to her, saying that I was the hardest of all, because I absolutely didn't want to make a fool of myself like that. 2 hours later, when the sun began to sink near the horizon, get tangled in the crowns of trees, Juno looked at me and said thoughtfully,
You look kind of weird. You alright?
I shrugged, pretending that everything was just fine. I had no idea why she would ask such a thing. Yes, I'm cool. I feel as fit as a fiddle. I mean, why shouldn't I be?
I don't know. Did your species change color?
I blinked. No. Of course not.
Then why are you covered in with those spots?
I dropped the stick I was leaning on, testing the ground under my feet, and quickly looked at from my feet to my hands. I'll give you a second wish to see if you actually want that message to go through or not. Alright then. How could I not notice it? My whole body was covered with strange looking red spots. Unable to myself, I cried out in surprise and fright. What the hell is this? Mother of heaven! I began to rub my skin, but the spots didn't go anywhere. Juno suddenly exclaimed,
Oh, damn, how stupid I am. I didn't even think that I was giving you food from another planet. You must be allergic or something. It wasn't necessary to commit that first, and only then. I'm so sorry, it's probably my fault.
Don't blame yourself. I guess I just... Oh. Suddenly I felt dizzy and almost fell. Grabbing the first tree that came to hand in time, Juno jumped towards me. God damn. Wish, we're not even near water. She grabbed my arms to help me lean on her shoulders. Juno was a little taller and stronger than me, so I happily hung on to her. In addition to all the ailments, fatigue was added and I almost fell to the ground.
Just a second, but I'm going to call Pixie. It'll find us and you'll be able to rest, right? Okay? I hope you're getting worse. How stupid I am.
Juno began to wade through the forest, apparently intending to find some clearing to summon Pixie. When she saw that the jet was already hanging over the tops of the trees and immediately descended, removing its disguise. Juno dragged me on board and threw me into the same chair I sat in earlier.
Damn. What should I do? I don't have anything for your mind. Oh, I'm so sorry. How would I feel like I was going to throw up.
Juno.
Maybe would my medication work for you? Limited for example. Maybe.
Juno.
No, stupid idiot. I'll just kill you. What should I do then?
Juno! Juno turned to me, and at the moment I threw up right at her feet. Along with the meager feeling of stomach, mainly it was just water, there was also a small bear on the floor which I had eaten in the forest. Juno squealed.
Oh, like, with the little vibe. Is this some kind of special for you to attract attention?
Juno jumped away from a puddle, miraculously not getting her shoes dirty. I leaned back, rolling in a chair. No, I don't think so. I just threw up. I closed my eyes warily, but as soon as the bear had jumped out of my stomach, it became much easier for me. It's not your fruit. Apparently, I ate a poisonous berry. Juno was surprised. Poisonous berry? But why would you do that? I don't know. Oh, no, I missed it. Nope, I gotta go back.
a poisonous berry? Why would you do that?
I don't know. It seemed to me like it was just an ordinary. It is very similar to what we usually collect and eat. I'm a fool.
Look, your spots are disappearing.
I looked at my hands, and indeed, the spots gradually faded until they finally disappeared from my skin. As soon as I got my usual color, Juno burst out in merry laughter.
Your case is solid, Lopine. Are you sure you know everything about your flora and fauna?
I blinked. Of course, why not? It's just that sometimes they can be wrong, like everyone else. That's because some poison-based mushrooms are very similar to edible ones.
I think I'll take his berry as a sample.
Juno fished the berry out of my puke with a specialized and, after washing it with water, placed it in another bag. Meanwhile, it was already beginning to get dark outside. The sky dimmed and the sun slipped over the horizon. Juno looked out.
I don't think we're going out tonight. You still don't look well.
I whispered to myself, "Glory to Mother of Heaven." Juno turned to look at me.
What did she say?
I say, "What a pity. I want to travel much more." Well, apparently, I can't.
Don't worry. Tomorrow, when you feel better, we will definitely travel all day and all night. But as much as possible, I'm so glad you wanted to work so hard.
I tried to stop miserable alone. Instead of swearing, I just smiled. Of course. No problem. Listen, can I wash up somewhere and go to bed?
Yes, of course. Let me show you everything.
Okay, I think we will stop here. Let me save real quick. Alright. Alright, so that's it for tonight, everyone. It is been 2 hours, a little over 2 hours that stream started. I will be working on the voice mod for Juno. May do a few tweaks. I'll work with Wish since he seems to have a good idea on what. I still think it should have something of a robotic tang to it. Yeah, we're breaking it down. I still think it should have like a robotic tang, like this one, because she's a protogen. She's a cyborg. So it's got to have some like robotiness to it. And this one was a fan-made custom voice, so with over 500 downloads, so out of the 5 voices that showed up. So I think I'm gonna take this one and tweak it a bit. Anyways, let me turn that voice changer now. Alright, but with that, I thank you for coming to tonight's stream. Thank you for showing up. Friday will be more part of the course. I'm gonna see what's happening Friday. Hopefully Batgirl wasn't able to join us, neither was Peter. So we'll see if Batgirl is available for Friday night for Phasmo. If she is, great, we'll do Phasmo Friday. If not, we'll see what we can do. I'm not making any exact plans yet, but more than likely I'm hoping we could do Phasmo since it is spooky season, so I kind of expect us. I kind of tend to do more spooky like games on during this time of year. But anyways, that's the plan for Friday, so I hope you all enjoyed the show for tonight. Next week we'll be taking a step back from Protogen and going back to Scav. Now that I figured out how to switch the screens that's on. So yeah. So if you were in here earlier for the when I went down the list of games I'll be doing on Wednesdays, well, that'll be rotating. Last week we did Choice Changer. This week we did My Furry Protogen, so I think this week will be like the dating sim week. And next week will be Scav. So after, if I ever beat Scav, which with how I've been doing doesn't seem likely, I guess I'll be like survival games. And then after Scav will be Ori and the Will of the Wisp. So like, yeah. So in order, it'll be Choice Chamber, Furry Protogen, Scav, and then Ori the Will o Wisp. That's why I said me beating Scav. That'll probably never. I'll probably be playing that game until it's until it's finished, and still never beat it. But hey, I beat Dark Souls 1 and 2 and 3, and I still like go back to play Dark Souls when I want to relax every once in a while. But anyways, with that, I think so. Yeah. That's how it's gonna be for now, for a while, for stream. So next week will be Scav, and Friday will be hopefully Phasmo. We'll see. But with that, I thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up, and I'll see you guys next stream. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.